Doing my thing here. Um, yeah, it's been a hell of a day. Things are just kind of piecing together one by one. I just went to Sauce actually, which is a restaurant with my mother. I had some good pizza over there, but I don't know.
Sauce is
Things.
great.
Sauce.
Yeah, I
Have you
used to
been to
go there all
Sauce?
the time. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the
really?
super thin pizzas. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now here's an interesting thing about Sauce is that I was one of about seven customers that had a Y chromosome in the entire
Okay.
restaurant.
Okay.
Um, and, don't get me wrong, it was good pizza. It was not girly pizza, but I was kind of weirded out because there were all these girls there.
Oh, I
All these,
think it's looked at as a more healthy place. That's what I
is
think
it?
it is.
See, yeah, I don't
Uh,
know.
but
The
what'd you
food,
get? Can I ask you
I
what you
I got a I got a pizza. I got a
got? Okay.
caramelized onion and sausage pizza.
Yes, that's the one to get, dude.
Is that the one to get?
What did you didn't like it?
No, I did. I did enjoy it. I really did. My mother actually, she was upset because she wanted to get the same thing. So we did end up just getting two of the same order.
Oh, you
But
know what's smart to do? Next
well,
time you guys each order a different thing and then you just share half, you know?
I see that's what we were trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But she decided against it. She decided that she just wanted to get another order of that. So there were two pizzas.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So you probably would have had a great time.
Yeah, I even used to get their chicken Caesar salad, whatever. I mean, it was really good. It was just good
See,
salad
we
and
we started with a Caesar salad. We split a Caesar salad.
yeah. So are we gonna say hello at some point
Oh,
or?
oh yeah, yeah. That's probably we should say hello. Hello, everyone.
Hey guys, I guess this is us starting now.
Yeah, yeah.
Li-
Shit.
A little 2 minute prequel there.
Yeah. Like the
Prelude.
shittiest prequel you will ever get. Anyways, yeah. This is Working Title Podcast, as you already know.
What's
Uh,
up?
how you doing? We're just we're chilling. It's me and Senior today. Mitch
Yeah.
is a little bit MIA, but it's all good. He's out camping in the wilderness of northern Washington, wherever around Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Better not come back if he knows what's good for him.
Oh yeah. Well,
No,
Senior's
I actually just I
throwing
can't.
a
I'm
hissy fit.
begging. I'm begging for him to come back.
Oh no,
So
of course. Oh, he'll be back.
yeah.
If he doesn't come back, he's a fool. And
Yeah,
we're
he's camping. So
because honestly, like this would suck if it were just me and Senior.
oh no, of
Uh,
course. This is
And
just
you were about to find out how much that suck
this is
would
for
be.
the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess camping to him means 2 weeks. So
Hey, camping is an experience. The thing is, when you go camping. Now I've when I went camping. I mean, I went camping. We actually went canoeing and portaging out in the Boundary Waters.
portaging.
Portaging, which
What is
is
that?
you basically you pick the canoe up on your back and you carry it across stretches of land because you
Oh,
can't
okay.
use land. Um,
It sounded like a sport in and of itself.
well,
Portaging.
it sucked even
Yeah,
more than the
I've
canoeing.
I've dealt with the canoe before.
Yeah.
I got a cool little canoe story actually after you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I have a bunch of canoe stories because that was I did that actually 3 times, but
Oh,
I only went for about a week. It was about a 9-day trip because you had to get up there, and then we spent about 6 days in the wilderness, and then we came back. But I mean, it was out of cell range. You weren't allowed to have electronics, things like that. You were in the middle of nowhere,
right.
canoeing around.
Really quick, canoe versus kayak. Can you? I always mix this up. Is
I
kayak for oceans?
Ka- Kayaks are just different. I mean, a canoe is a canoe. Have you seen the two?
Canoe is wider and it's like for two people, correct?
I mean,
Because the kayak is the narrow one person.
yeah, the kayak. Oh, yeah, it's narrow. And it's like it. It's shaped differently.
Yeah.
Canoes have like a bottom. Kayaks are sort of just like floating. I don't know.
Mm.
Once again, I don't have any facts here whatsoever, so I'm
Okay.
completely
I was
bullshit.
listening intently. I was taking your
I,
word for it.
Senior, you should know this by now.
Yeah, I
I
should.
shouldn't have to prequel this. Also, for you, the audience, you know that
That's true.
90% of the facts that I have are complete shit. Uh, I do a lot of spitballing. Um,
Yeah. I used to consider myself a bit of a bullshit artist.
it's I used to make excuses too, Senior. It's okay. Sometimes you're just bad at it, and sometimes you just got to know, acknowledge your superiors like me, who are just fantastic at getting away with telling absolutely nothing worthwhile.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the extent of my assholeness for the episode. Let's talk about something a little more exciting and fun. What did you do?
Oh, my little kayaking trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really a trip. We had an opportunity where my grandpa had a kayak, and me and my buddy went out into the surf, and the challenge is obviously getting out past the breakers.
Yeah.
That was hard. That took a while. We managed it. I'm not even exactly sure if this was a kayak or a canoe because it was both of us in there. So if it was like a two-man one.
I think they have like 2-man kayaks or
Okay, so that's what
2-man
it was.
canoes. Yeah.
But this wasn't like a wooden one. This was plastic.
Okay.
So it was like a heavy plastic, but it was still
Was it
plastic.
like Kevlar? Or like
Uh,
I
it had like Velcro on it and straps and stuff like that.
okay, yeah, because I've seen those
It
when
was
I
just
was
a
out.
blue. Yeah, it was like a cheaper one. Like he had a nice one, but
Okay.
it just looked like it would cut me in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so we had our fun, and then we were ready to go back, and we're coming back in, and we're kind of enjoying the fact that now the ocean is working with us as
Hmm.
opposed to working against us, which it was for our whole experience trying to get out past the breakers.
Yeah.
And we're going there, and then we're like picking up speed, and we're rolling with the tide, and then we just realize like, I mean, how do we stop? Like, we don't actually communicate this because this happens in the course of like 10 seconds. We realize like we're flying towards the beach. And how do we, like, are we just expecting this thing to, like, let us out gently? Like, we're, like, our legs are in here and shit. What happens
No.
is, it gets to the point where we kind of do, like, a nose dive action because it just gets shallow enough. And the nose
No.
just digs into the sand. It pops up. We both jump out in time. But it, like, the kayak, like, hit me in the face, kind of. Like, it hit me in the head. And it was, like, it was fine. And, like, my uncle was out there and he was, like, laughing. My uncle and his wife and his kid. But I was just like, I just like fucking like I don't know, like got concussed. Like it was like intense shit, and it was fun, but it was just like wow, we did not really think that through, and
Yeah.
it was just freaky. Like the paddles are flying and there's a lot of force.
Yeah.
Cut your throat or
There's a
something.
video actually that my friends recorded. They titled the video "The Falling Filipino." Now let me get into this. My
With a
friend,
title like that, I want to hear it.
yeah,
Please.
exactly, yeah. It's my friend. We were on this trip to Quetico, and the thing about this portage was that you could either do the 100 meters, or you could try to jump it. And basically, when you jump it, is you keep going because it's either the water's high enough or it's muddy enough that you think you can just power through it.
Right.
And so the portage was around this beaver dam. And we're high school kids and we wanted to try to jump it. So we're going and a few people tried, just to go to make it around and they couldn't do it. So they ended up picking up the canoes and going around, like walking 10 feet around the beaver dam and they kept going. But Ted and I, Ted French, who was in the back of the canoe, a very good friend of mine. He was in the back and I was in the front, and we decided that no matter what, we were getting over this damn beaver dam.
Right.
So we back up, like we literally flip the car in reverse, but with a canoe.
But this is you guys walking it, correct?
No, this is us canoeing.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to
So that's-
jump it while in the canoe.
Yeah, we're trying to jump the beaver dam while in a canoe.
I need to hear this.
Yeah, so we decided, you know what? It's not that far down. It's like what? It's 4 feet. Even it looks like we could even slide the canoe down the beaver dam. Let's do this. So we back paddle, and we're like lined up, ready to go. And I'm like, Ted, let's fucking do it. And so we paddle, like we're paddling as hard as we can, and we're really going, and we hit the beaver dam, and we get out there and we stop. Oh, my dog suddenly wanted to join the podcast.
Right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, he probably just wanted to destroy a bird.
So you guys hit it and you just stopped dead.
Well, yeah. So we're stopped dead in the middle of this beaver dam, and I'm legitimately like hanging over the edge of this beaver dam. I'm just like looking down.
So how tall is this beaver dam?
It's only like 3 feet.
Okay.
It's like a small ledge.
Okay.
But like I'm worried because
shit goes wrong.
If I stay there, the canoe could crack because it's made out of aluminum.
Right. Okay.
It's not that strong. So I stand up stupidly and try to like jump to like use my combined weight to force the thing to tip over, and we slide down.
Right.
And I decide, you know what, Ted, because Ted's a big guy. Ted is a big dude, and he was even bigger than me. Back when we were on this trip, and I turn around to Ted and I go, "Hey Ted, just get out," because it was like 18 inches of water.
Okay.
On the side of the dam that we were. Because it was holding up it was a beaver dam. So Ted's like, "Okay, if you're sure," and so he stands up and gets out.
Oh no, seesaw effect.
Yes. Now, see, I had not sat down yet in my canoe, and so I'm standing on the thing. I'm tipped over the edge, standing on the thing, and Ted gets out of the canoe, and it tips, and like he tries to grab there's no stopping this thing. And so the video is this entire sequence of me going, "Ted, get out." He's like, "Okay." So he gets out, and this thing just boom. Slap, and it's going down, and like I'm standing up at this point. I'm staring at the water as I'm plummeting through it like I don't know, I felt like I was on the Titanic or something.
Yeah.
And so but I'm still standing.
And you guys got to film it.
Yeah, they were filming it because the kid who filmed it, Miles, was like, "This is such a stupid idea, and I need to record this." I hit it, and I made it. Until I was surfing the canoe down this beaver dam. And what happened was what went wrong and why I was nicknamed the Falling Filipino, that's the name of that video, is because the canoe the nose dipped underwater. And it dipped so far enough that some water started to come in, and that caused the boat it's a weight shift, and so it's like that caused it to really freak out with the balance. And so even though the tip came back up and not that much water came into the boat, the canoes really started to rock, and at that point it was like game over. And so I'm like, in the video you can see like it looked really painful.
It's on YouTube right now?
It's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
We may need to figure out a way to put this on YouTube so all of you guys who are smart enough to not be friends with me can look it up. Because I just look like a complete idiot. And
I'm getting like Alvin and the Chipmunks imagery. Is that weird?
No, I mean,
because you said beaver dam and surfing, and I feel like that was like a poster for one of the movies or something like that.
It could have been. I don't know.
Anyway,
right. They probably did a surfing montage video in one of those TV shows. Wow, we watched a lot of stupid shit as children.
Oh my god. I mean, as adults, I watch a lot. As an adult, I watch a lot of stupid shit.
That's true. That is very true. And in conclusion, the boat comes back up, and I slip and slide and fall on my ass, and like hit my head and my back on the middle railings on the gunnels, and just hit my back and do like a barrel roll into the water and just splat. And so the canoe hits, it smacks the water, and it's fine. And I hit the water smack with the same amount of force and splash. And that's when the video stops because they decided to go and help me. But we're in a swamp.
Yeah.
So it finishes and I'm covered in shit.
Yeah.
Just
figurative shit.
Yeah, mud and gunk and reeds. And I mean, I was already a huge mosquitoes were already a huge fan of me, and so were black flies. But like that night, because I was covered in all this crap.
No, this was wilderness. This was like a prolonged wilderness trip.
Yeah, I was out there for a week.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so plenty of story from that experience. But Mitch is camping right now. In conclusion,
we brought it full circle. So people are going, "Why the fuck is he talking about the time he surfed a canoe over a beaver dam?"
Because Mitch is camping. He's probably nowhere near a canoe.
No.
He's probably, because we were trying to get it organized last night, and he was out of cell range, and we didn't know where he was. So I was like flipping a shit, and I had remembered he said he was doing something about camping.
I was cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, you were pissed as shit. Don't even give me that.
No, I was just a little,
I will say this right on the air, ladies and gentlemen. Senior was not a happy camper.
I was slightly perturbed, and then I was concerned for him.
It
was genuinely becoming
I was doing the concerning.
This isn't just I forgot. This is like I might be dying somewhere.
Yeah, It was. Where is this shit?
Or no response for hours and hours.
Well, what if he's in a hospital? I mean, his Facebook page said something about his chest hurting.
Yeah.
It was
like too much diet soda and Diablo.
Oh, like you can talk. Don't you play Diablo now?
I stopped. I started it, and it was just. I could see how it could go forever, but at the same time, not really change at all. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I feel like you were one of those attention deficit disorder video gamers.
Yeah, that's true. I can't really hugely commit to video games.
It's okay.
But I enjoy it for like an hour at a time.
Yeah, no, that's. But even like the game.
Yeah. It's true. I don't stick with things. Forever unless I really like it.
You like to
Max
jump.
Payne 3 I finished. Adam Brook lended me Uncharted 3, so I'm probably 3/4 done with that.
Yeah, you should finish that.
I will. I finished 2. I never did 1, but.
Oh, well, 1 wasn't that good.
Yeah, I heard that 2 fixed a lot of 1's problems, so I kind of just went to that.
Let's see, Uncharted 1 got a 9.0, Uncharted 2 got a 9.5, and Uncharted 3 got a 10.
Yeah.
So, put that into proportion however you will. Yeah. But, there's a reason why they got those scores.
It seems like in Uncharted, it's a little frustrating to me. There are certain moments where I guess it's the gameplay mechanics that like work against you in a way where it almost just feels kind of cheap. Like I'm getting owned because I'm like stuck somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or
no, you're right.
Or I can't. Like this guy keeps pushing me and I'm trying to like fight him or something like that.
Yeah.
But when you're like cruising and you like jump on top of a box and kick someone in the face and roll and grab a shotgun, and when it's working and it's smooth and it's flowing, I think it's that's what makes the game so damn cool.
Yeah,
no, and when there's a foot chase or something like that,
that game is so awesome.
By far the most cinematic kind of gaming
experience
that I've, particularly just one that looks like it's a movie ready to go.
Yes. Like I would, when they were doing the talking, like in-game talking just between each other, and like I was supposed to move the camera, like move them around while they're doing this.
It's good.
I would like try to bring the camera in on different angles and get like close-ups because they're talking while they're doing that.
Yeah. And it's such good voice acting. Like it's funny. Like you laugh when they make a joke and
they Nolan North, who plays Drake, is he's good.
I wonder what that guy looks like. Because that's what I've noticed is that like voice actors never look the way you expect them to look.
Well, there's the internet.
Yeah, there is.
And
should we pull this dude up?
Yeah, actually, I think Nathan Drake is the one that he looks most similar to out of the roles that he's played because he's the male version of Shepard.
Nolan North is like regular, good-looking guy.
Yeah, no, Nolan North. He plays a lot of video game protagonists.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually heard that they were gonna make that movie, the Drake movie,
Uncharted.
and they were going for Nathan Fillion.
Oh, they were going for Mark Wahlberg. I'm pretty sure.
Come on, dude, Mark,
What? Don't
why?
look at don't. Hey, I'm just.
Yeah, it's like Jake, you did this. I know you had something to do with it.
But they were gonna
Oh,
get De Niro and Pesci.
okay. What De Niro is Sully
Yeah.
and Pesci is I
In the
don't know who the
in the
fuck.
first game, there's a character
Okay,
who you would fit.
okay.
Um,
God damn. But the thing is, I feel like Mark Wahlberg. Why is he like he ruined Max Payne? They'll never do another Max Payne movie.
yeah,
And Max Payne 3 should be the movie that they base it off of if they decide to do that. But
yeah.
and now he's just gonna fucking ruin this one too. Like he can't act, you know what I mean? Like Mark Wahlberg is Mark Wahlberg in everything he is. Like he has a good charisma,
Mark.
but
Whoa! Don't hate on Marky Mark.
I'm not hating on him, but
You were hating on Marky Mark.
it's just gonna be Mark Wahlberg in Uncharted. You understand? Like that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like he's playing someone
Okay.
or
No, you're
contributing
right.
to the
You're right.
story.
In the other guys, which is like my go-to good Mark Wahlberg moment. He is just Mark Wahlberg
Okay.
along with Will Ferrell.
Let's put it this way: if okay, I forget that. Never mind.
Wow,
I was gonna do a Will Smith thing, and then I corrected myself because I thought about Ollie, and I was like, wow, that was an example of Will Smith diving into a role.
yeah.
At first, I was gonna say like Will Smith, I love, but he's very much like you go to the movie because it's him. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, that's
you're not
what
really
I
expecting him to dive into a role.
other people. No, other people will go to a movie because he always does a great job acting. But I'll go see a Will Smith movie because it's a fucking Will Smith movie.
But it's like, when have you ever seen Mark Wahlberg and it was like, oh, he's so method here? You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. Like,
Well, I hate method actors, so
Okay.
that doesn't really count.
do you? For what reason?
I hate method actors.
Just because like the
Just
pompousness of it, or
they're just a pain in the ass.
but what if it just ultimately lends itself to a good performance? I mean,
I mean, it's
I just want to know like what created that
method.
grudge with you.
What created that grudge?
Yeah.
It's just it's called acting. Okay.
Okay. So you're
You
saying
know.
like don't take it too seriously,
No. I'm saying take it seriously, but when the camera is rolling, when you're on the stage performing,
right? Right. But I mean, it seems like
you're not
it's
acting in your
preparation for
trailer.
them.
Damn it!
Yeah, but if it helps them in that moment when they're filming,
No, I
that's all
know.
that matters, I think. But
Yeah, no,
I see that.
if they need to do that, then they need to do that. But they need to be able to understand that, like, if that character is extremely suicidal, and like suddenly I find myself trying to comfort the actor and saying that you did a good job while they're still acting suicidal, like that doesn't work. Because I want them to have a good performance, and I want them to be really depressed in this scene.
okay, well,
But I
okay.
also wanted to tell them that they're doing a really good job.
Oh well, that's like film
That's-
school 101. Like, don't fucking tell them anything. Just get them to do what they when you like it. Don't say anything.
No, that's not true.
I heard it was like don't like get in their head about like
No. It's don't tell them specifically what they did well. Like, I
Right,
liked how you
right.
picked that glass up. They will never pick that glass up the same
right
because
because
they
I
will
was
be
thinking
trying to
about what
pick
they
that
did.
glass
Right,
up the same.
right,
Yes,
right.
it's more of a emotional choice. It's all about subtext. For me, it's all about subtext. That's the only thing I can really deal with. Which is why I hate subtext in real life. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are ever trying to be subtle with me, I will slap you.
You like bluntness?
I will not only bluntness, but just passive aggressiveness, being like
I mean, I hate the condescending. I hate the patronization. You know.
Yes, I don't. But people who are condescending, like you can tell they're being
Yeah,
condescending.
right.
If you want me to pick up on a signal or like something like that, I've done enough shit where I've been able to get sort of good at that, but I don't want to deal with it when we're talking, and you're not like, I'm not trying to get a performance out of you.
Right.
It's just, I've been bitching for like the past 20 minutes.
No, it's been 2 minutes, but it's we're,
Oh, okay.
we're exploring
But
something.
yeah, it's just complaints of a film school director. It's so valid.
Yeah. Well,
in this.
yeah, we don't need to linger for 20 minutes. We don't need to
Yeah.
pull a ghost stories with Adam, Jake, and Mitch.
No, that was an experience all on its own.
That was unique, though. That was interesting.
That was great. I had an awesome time. I was scared shitless, but I had an awesome time.
Yeah,
and
dude,
I was in a house alone by myself, but it was awesome when the conversation was going. When you guys hung up, it was not cool. It
Yeah.
was not cool at all.
Then it's your imagination takes over.
Yeah. Well, because the you guys don't know this, but after we stopped recording, and we keep going because for some reason Senior he's lonely and he doesn't like to stop talking to us.
Yeah, pretty much. I weep off when we stop recording. I just start crying.
Well, all right, man. I wasn't gonna say that, but if we're all gonna let it go,
We're gonna let it go. Come on. This is the time.
No.
Don't get me worked up on the air, Jake.
Hey.
I
It's
can't
okay.
control myself.
Mitch
I
will
have
come back.
allergies.
Senior, Mitch will come back. It's okay.
I hope so.
He'll come back.
I hope so.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, right. So anyways, we hit the stop record button, and we're all talking, and we're talking about how cool you guys are for listening to us and all that stuff. And
Which is
man,
true.
I hope you all tell your friends about how cool we are, even though we're not, and all that junk that we talk about, because that's all we talk. We think and talk podcast. But anyways, all of a sudden,
Cool.
it just cuts out. The Skype call cuts out, and it's not Mitch's. It's not just Mitch's like pull on the string thing. It's like the call dies.
ended.
Call dies, and
Someone must have hit the end button.
no,
it was Mitch. It was
you two were still going.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I just cut out of it.
Oh, this was the episode where we split it into 2 parts? Or are you talking about the ghost episode?
No, this is the ghost episode.
Okay.
This is after we stopped recording the ghost episode.
Oh, okay, right. And we were just talking on Skype.
Yeah, we're just talking. Yeah, it was after the episode, and all of a sudden I'm alone in this house with these 2 dogs, and just like all of a sudden the Skype call went dead silent, and it was like call lost. And I was fully expecting the internet to completely shut off, the lights to go out,
Ugh.
and like somebody to start banging on the window with a knife.
Yeah.
That being said, though, a light did go off. Just went off. Decided to stop working.
See, if I had that virtual sound board right now, you would be hearing like, you'd be hearing that right now.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I was in the study, and I was just on my computer, and it was one of those nights. It was after the podcast, and I didn't feel like going to bed yet, and all of a sudden, just click. And there's like
Was
no
it
time.
all the lights or just a light?
No, it's just this one light over there.
Okay.
But the thing is, that was the only light that was on in the room.
Ooh.
So I'm flipping shit. Like looking around, like my computer light is still on, thankfully. But like I jump up, looking around, and I run over to another light and I turn it on, and thankfully it works. And so I go over to investigate. And it's not on a timer. There's nothing like that. No, it just decided to go out.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about ghost stories.
Mm-hmm. The ghost unscrewed the light bulb a little bit.
You know what? I don't want to hear that, Senior.
That's okay. You're not in the house anymore, bro.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna tell you when I'm in Orange next. By the way, I am trying to get out to Orange in the near future.
Nice.
Orange, California, where they were dumb enough to accept us into college. I'm gonna get out there.
Deferred and then accepted.
We'll see. See, I got accepted.
Fancy.
But yeah, I know. I didn't have to.
I bet
wait.
you got a 600 on your SAT. Just kidding.
I did more than write my name, Senior.
You wrote your name?
That you get a 600 if you write your name.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, our producer, hotshot producer.
I got an 18 something, 1830. I'll say that. I did well except for math. Like no, for real. I got high scores in reading and writing.
No,
And then
I
math
bet.
was like literally 510. And it's always been like that my whole life. And I was
Oh,
like, well, this is
when you said I got an A, I was like, is he about to say that he got an A in a class before, and like that was supposed to undo anything I
Jake,
was
I
saying?
got an A on the SAT, alright? It's like, it means fucking like absent or some shit. Like you just never showed up.
Oh,
There are no letter grades on SATs.
yes. That would be.
So glad to be past that.
Oh man. Oh, screw that.
I wonder what I would get if I took the SAT now.
You probably
Like
get.
a
I would get
1200 or something.
a much worse score
Right.
than I did at the time. I didn't take any of those classes or anything. It's just I'm a lot more stupid now than I was back then.
Yeah.
So I learned how to do film stuff.
You stripped away the non-essentials. You stripped
Um,
away the kind of the rudimentary.
Yeah,
learning.
yeah. I became quote unquote specialized.
Right.
More like just special. You see what I did there, senior?
Yep.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay. No, it's. I don't know, man. I feel like if I took it now, I would be really embarrassed.
Yeah.
Be really embarrassed.
I don't even want to think about that hypothetically. Like.
No, because then a situation might arise in which we need to retake the SAT.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on some wood right now. I apologize if that's in the mic, but I really don't want that to happen.
Are we ready for our next little?
Oh yeah.
Little something?
Actually, senior, I do have a great topic for us
awesome.
today. Yeah, I was on IGN. It's Inside Gamer News. So
Okay.
I don't remember.
Heard of it?
IGN.com. Very cool website. I suggest you check it out if you are interested in video games at all. I guarantee you, if you're interested in video games at all, you've already heard of it, and you just want me to shut up and
Are
continue.
you a GameSpot person? Also.
No. Going.
I'll look at both.
GameSpot. I'm not really into GameSpot. I like the IGN format. I don't know. It's smarter.
Sure.
I don't know.
IGN gives more tens. Let's put it that way. Zing! Oh!
Well,
I think IGN's a little more like.
I'm not on IGN
bribe me, and then I'll give you better scores and stuff.
for the reviews. I'm not on there for the reviews.
Oh, okay. Like
No.
news and stuff, and
Yeah, I'm on there for news because they uncover everything.
Okay.
And even if they don't, they steal the article, and so it's really funny. Anyways, I was on IGN, and there was an article about how video games are like the same as porn.
Yeah, I mean, I frequently combined the two, so I could see. How so? I was waiting for you to elaborate.
I didn't want to. I wanted that to hold there.
It did.
Yeah. I want to.
Video games are like porn in what way?
It was
that it's vicarious.
No, that it's like a cheap technological thrills. I don't know. Hang on, I'm trying to find the article right now, but it's the weirdest thing. They were saying that how since the technology and porn, it was like a cheap thrill, and we weren't interacting with the opposite sex or something, and so as human beings and as males, we weren't. We were getting.
So you're saying video games are doing the same thing, like replacing women? Because I see how it prevents women, But
no, it was sort of that, but it was also.
See, where I thought you were going to go with this is that like a game is role playing. Like when you're doing Skyrim and you like have your level, 300 dude or whatever it is. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
you,
I
like it represents you. So like that's what you're experiencing that makes you feel good. It's like you're accomplishing something through something else. And if you're watching porn, it's like POV, and you're like, oh yeah, this is my 9-inch black dick. Obviously, like
no,
that's
no,
what it is for you. You're
that
putting
was
yourself
not a
there, or you're watching it. I mean, it's
no,
but
no. That yeah. I'm
but you
trying
see
to find
that
this
connection.
article. Um,
That's where my mind went with it.
yeah, I was IGN. Dang. Anyways, it was talking about how porn was having the same are porn and games basically the same thing? There we go. Uh, there was an editorial published on CNN today called "The Demise of Guys: How Video Games and Porn Are Ruining a Generation." Games and porn are not only equal, they are equally damaging to young men, destroying their ability to connect with women and therefore threatening the future of our entire species. Now, that was added.
Probably increasing rape like a motherfucker. Seriously, like there's a
um,
joke in there, but I think there's
yeah,
truth in there too.
it goes on to acknowledge that games and porn are different before restating the central argument that both pastimes are having much the same effect, rewiring the feeble synapses of young men so that they are compelled to seek out short-term images of
Wait.
satisfaction.
Feeble synapses? Is that what they
Yes,
said? Okay.
yes, rewiring the feeble
An
synapses of
intellectual insult, but still
yes,
an insult to men.
yes, young men so that they are compelled to seek out the short-term images of satisfaction
Okay,
at the expense of real-life pursuits.
can you look at the author and it's a woman? I'm telling you right now, this is just a horny, resentful woman.
No. It's there's a psychologist, Philip G. Zimbardo,
Okay. I
and
mean,
Nikita Duncan.
I feel like I can see that if that porn could be a reason for you to not interact with girls. You know what I mean? Like you're getting it somewhere else as opposed to like, can you imagine when like you had no porn and like all you could think of was like, I know like I can either like jerk off to this tree bark or I know that I can accomplish something with this girl. So you know what I'm saying? Like you had a stronger reason to interact with women because like
I,
biologically, subconsciously, it's all just about eventually leading to that sex.
I don't know what you're talking about,
You don't know
man.
what I'm talking about?
I mean, porn is cool and all, but
Well, isn't that what the article is
it
saying?
cannot beat. Yeah, and I disagree with the article. And the article is on IGN because the guy just tears it to pieces.
Okay.
Um, uh, it
So what is your rebuttal to the article?
my
I
rebuttal
was
to
trying
the
to.
article, it's just, I mean, the guy love and dealing with women and on the other side of whatever it's a completely different thing, and the fact that we as young men will watch pornography or play video games, those are, for me, those are in two completely different uh,
Sure.
different leagues. What is the quote from
Oh, yeah.
Pulp Fiction? It's not in the same.
So to clarify, are you disagreeing with the fact that video games are doing what porn is doing, or that porn does what they're claiming? Period.
No, that video games doing that, and that porn is also doing that.
So you're disagreeing with both.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
disagreeing with everything this guy has to say.
All right, I'm interested. I want to hear what you're thinking.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. The guy is just like he's. Where is it? Zimbardo has danced this jig before. At the Long Beach TED conference last year, he told a delighted audience that guys are wiping out socially with girls and sexually with women. He added that young men have been so zombified by games and porn that they are unable to function in basic human interactions. It's social awkwardness like a stranger in a foreign land. He said, they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do.
Okay, so I have been this, so I feel like I understand where they're coming from. I've
Yeah,
definitely been this, and I've
but is
definitely
it
seen this.
because you've watched so much porn and played so many video games,
Oh
or is it
no,
just
I
because you're
think
just like an idiot?
yeah, I think it was this was I'm referring to, a little bit earlier in my life.
Uh huh.
I think it
Sure.
was maybe just like kind of an
Sure.
apprehension thing. But
Yeah. I think guys are just scared.
but I feel like I could see their point though, that if you can like satisfy the sexual component to your life somewhere else, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I could see how you're losing a certain social skill. Because I've definitely heard of the theory that we're kind of behind this wall of technology in general, and we're
Yeah.
losing a certain ability to be social the way people are supposed to be social, face to face,
Yeah. I don't know.
touch and talk and all that. So,
Yeah. It's
but it's inevitable. It's an inevitability. It seems like.
I don't think that whoever's doing their research isn't really, they aren't considering all these factors.
Yeah.
And um, social interactions in general. There are so many different
It's like a person to
factors.
person thing too.
Yeah, it's person to person. It's different for every person, um, and all those situations and scenarios are different. And if you try to label a common factor, uh, you're going to get screwed because there are just too many variables. Um, other than guys want to have sex. So I mean that'll pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
But anyways, my favorite part of this article, and I'm going to be a total internet loser right now, but it's the comments on the article.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys have the time of day, and I seriously don't think you do, because this is what somebody who is really stupid does. Go find this article online on IGN and just look at the comments. You don't even need to read the bullshit article. Just read. The first comment is, "I don't have to hide video games from my parents." And the next,
Okay. This is
the next,
you're reading off comments that you like.
yeah, no, I'm just reading off comment. That was
Okay.
the first
Okay.
comment, and then it's CNN must think 4-player split screen is considered as an orgy. Imagine Connect sex game. I used to spend a lot of time in orgies back in the Nintendo 64 era.
Ocarina of Time.
What? Oh yeah, Ocarina. Yeah,
It was
dude,
all innuendos.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, they must think the Wiimote is a dildo.
I mean, you know what? I've thought that too at first glance.
Well, yeah, okay. I played Uncharted last week. Never felt dirtier. I bet you like it when Drake touched the walls.
All right, so they're having fun with it, which is good.
I laugh my ass off.
I think the bottom line is a lot of it is when they put out an article like that, they just want to get the angry people, they want to get the interested people, they just want to get clicks and views and.
But at the same, like, this was just, I don't know, man.
I don't know if this is a similar note, but it's not at all, really. But it is like an internet thing. I don't know if you've heard of, is it Machinima? Machinima, that, I don't know what its organization is, but I feel like I've looked up cheat codes in my life, or whatever it's been. I've been on that website before.
Machinima?
Yeah.
That website. Yeah.
And I found this article, and they raised $35 million in funding led by Google, and what they're doing is they're trying to create exclusive internet content, like video content. And they've raised $35 million, which was like, it was whatever, 5 above projected or whatever, or whatever the numbers were. And this whole thing is that they're going to start putting out like videos or like shows, video content that you will only see on the internet, but now it's going to be really high production value. So what I'm thinking is they're going to put out like feature films that only come out on the internet and TV shows or.
Wow. Well, I mean, you know the web series phenomenon,
right? Like kind of this,
and it's really thing. Those are beginning to pick up speed, and power, and what G4. As far as I know, it sucks as an actual channel, but it has quite the web presence.
Right. So they do video. They do their show. They broadcast it on the internet too.
Yeah. No, I mean, they have a website. They have just an entire internet community that's really fucking cool. And I think that they just have much more of a presence online than they do on cable or on DirecTV, what have you. Uh, what was I saying? Damn it! I did that thing where I lost my train of thought.
I do it all the time. I have a legitimate reason though.
Oh, you do?
You know I do.
Oh, cause you just
You jab turkey.
you jab turkey.
Yeah, so Machinima will reportedly use the cash to invest in more online original programming. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what it looks like. And that's going to be interesting because I'm wondering if they're just going to take these up-and-coming filmmakers and be like, hey, here's $12 million, make a movie, and we're distributing it on the internet. $5 a download or streaming
I
or
would
whatever.
take it in a heartbeat. That
I mean,
sounds.
it seems like you could cut out studios now, which is a crazy thing. Like, I don't know if that's projecting a little too far ahead, but damn.
I think you're reaching way too far.
But a certain amount of the market could be cut out from studios.
Yeah, I mean, but studios are going to get into that too.
Yeah.
That's just the way things go.
Probably have to eventually.
If you want big production, you go to the studios.
I almost feel like internet is going to swallow up all like media outlets.
Well, because it's like all of the media outlets, but condensed into one.
Right.
I mean, look at us.
Point.
We're on a Skype call.
Yeah.
We're using the internet as a phone.
Yeah.
And as a recording device to put out an audio recording for people to listen to.
Yeah.
Who I don't know why you're listening to us.
Incredible. I do. It's because you love this. That's awesome.
I think you're asking for too much.
Okay. You don't have to love it, but I hope you're enjoying it. We're doing our best.
We're really trying here.
We're without Mitch. We're a tripod that's now a bipod, which is
that shit don't even go together.
That falls over.
We're like that three-legged puppy that everybody loves, but it can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We're just trying to hop along, Cassidy.
But thanks for joining us along the ride.
We're like a tricycle without a wheel, man.
Yeah.
We're not third wheeling. We need a third wheel. We need to be three-wheeling it right now.
This week on self-deprecation. Which Jake and Adam.
Dude, you know me. Part of the reason why
are you very self-deprecating?
I'm extremely self-deprecating.
I am, but I usually keep it to the private moments.
Oh no, dude! I make fun of myself all the time. Yeah. In fact, one of the I won't get into that, but people who can make fun of me, I like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Okay. That's weird, isn't it?
No, I think it's refreshing, probably.
Really? I think it's weird as shit.
I mean, if you're saying like you take the joshing and stuff.
Yeah,
I think everybody
should.
Like
I really enjoy it. Like it makes me want to spend time with them more.
Right, like
because they can just beat me up.
Yeah, it gives you like a boner, kind of a little bit. Your pants get smaller.
Oh yes. Mock me. No, that'd be a little extreme. But it is kind of fun.
I don't know, dude. I've heard that there's people that get turned on by like furniture and shit. So, like genuinely.
Just like jizz their pants by sitting on a couch.
Yeah, or like
that'd be really troublesome.
Rubbing their body into it or something. Like, I don't know.
It's
true. It's a real thing, man.
Senior, I am never sitting on any of your couches.
I don't do it.
Or on your chairs.
Dude,
or on your table. I'm not using any of your silverware or plates.
I'm sorry. When I lay down on my couch, it feels great, but it doesn't feel that great.
Say no more. Say no more. I don't want to hear this. The audience doesn't want to hear this. Like
I said, it's great, but it doesn't feel that great. It's like this is a comfortable couch.
So you need to start rubbing yourself on the couch. Onto the couch.
You are completely putting these words in my mouth.
Just saying.
I started this conversation by denying.
You're having Freudian slips all over the. Yeah, you started a conversation in denial. That's a really good way.
I don't know, crazy shit. It's crazy. So people are gonna go, wow, people get off the furniture, and it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, they
man.
do.
What color is your couch?
Black.
Is it still black?
I mean, it's a polka dot type of Dalmatian-esque.
No. Yeah, man. I've heard polka
Dalmatian,
dot.
dude, that's more white than black, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
I've heard black polka dot couches just like can really get somebody going. I don't know. Not me.
I don't know if I've ever actually
That's
heard
something
of
I've
a
never
black
ever
polka
heard
dot.
of as Adam Senior. But polka dot couches, like black ones especially,
I don't have a
I've
polka
heard
dot
that
couch.
they could like really just like rev your engine. Like it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's legitimately what you just said.
Um. Yeah. I feel like I'm done with this. Defending myself about a polka dot couch that I don't have. But I did find this amazing type of. I don't know if it's really an article or like a blog entry, but it's the most ridiculous rap lyrics of all time.
I saw you posted that on our
Yeah,
Facebook
well,
page.
there's a reason for that
I
because
didn't
it's
look at it.
pertaining to what we're doing right now. I thought I could
Oh.
pull it up if you're interested.
Yeah, no,
Some
I
of
do want to
these,
hear about this.
It's by the Huffington Post, which I guess I didn't really expect, but this is
I
kinda
always thought
great.
that was a joke news.
Yeah, I thought this
That
was
like
going to be.
sometimes reported the real stuff. Like I thought it was
You
like
mean
the
like
Onion.
the Onion? You're right. I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Maybe it
Is
is
it-
partially like that, which
Oh,
makes
no.
sense.
Huffington. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Who wants to read news from Huffington?
Me? I don't know.
Okay, well, that's because you huff. You see what I did there?
Chirp, chirp.
You
Chirp,
yeah.
chirp.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I
I
know
don't know.
somebody thought that was funny. It might not
It
have been
was-
you.
It was a reference to the last episode or the episode
Probably
before that.
wasn't me.
I don't know. Anyway, so I thought this was like a top 10, but it seems like it just goes forever. But I guess we'll just pick a couple of these until we get bored.
Well, what
this
is it?
Well, this is Chingy. This is Balla Baby. And
Oh,
these are the lyrics I selected. I like them black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Like Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian. And then they wrote Japanese, Chinese, or Asian. This guy is so diverse.
oh man.
I thought- I don't know if that's
Chingy.
like. What do you think about that? Is that just a compromise on like, man, I gotta get this lyric done, or is it just like
that's.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
that's.
where the fuck Asia is or what it is?
No, that is not the case here. It's just he got. Okay, there's literally, you remember that Smack That song?
Yeah,
By
regrettably.
Akon?
Yep.
Yeah. Smack. What are the? Smack that all on the floor. Smack that. Give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that. Oh.
Okay.
He couldn't even go
But
4
nothing
lines.
that he really said was wrong. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't.
He- The thing,
just
my
false
point is,
information.
he couldn't even rhyme 4 bars.
Yeah. Okay.
He had to resort to singing.
Oh.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah. It's a good point.
That's an issue.
This next one is kind of interesting. It's Living Legends, which I have not heard these guys. Brand new is the song. I keep it OG, watching episodes of OC. I've seen episodes of OC. Dude, it is like the least OG thing you could be doing.
What you talking about? Come on. Everybody knows that song.
California. That's not.
What'd you
that's,
say?
no. That's the intro song.
Yeah, California.
OC song.
Dude, that's straight hood. You know.
And they wrote, if that's all it takes to be an OG, then half the tweens just got a little more gangsta.
Gangsta. I'm looking at this right now, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I need your
Rhythm
fresh
is a
reaction.
dancer.
I need your fresh reaction, Jake. I didn't want you to look at this. This one is Kanye West, 2 words. I live by 2 words. Fuck you, pay me. That is 4 words.
Oh yeah, right. Come on, man. That's just dumb. But he has so much money. Thing is-
Unless he meant like 2 words twice. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, 2 words. Pay me, 2 words. I could possibly see that.
No. He's you know what? He makes so much money that we can.
He doesn't
can
need
just
to
suck
throw.
it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
I
do it.
can't. If I were to ever, be classified as a hater or something, like I just give up. They make too much money.
Yeah.
Like, for
He doesn't really
for
need
us
to
to
throw
be
the
able
fuck
to,
you on
yeah.
top of it, probably.
What?
He doesn't need to throw the fuck you on top of it. The pay me part is done.
Yeah. Actually, I love Gambino is a call girl. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
That is clever. That
Yeah.
is a clever rap lyric.
Yeah.
Actually, Childish
Well, that's the
Gambino
thing, is that I
does.
love rap that's clever. Like, I like when there's some intelligence behind it, but when,
Mm-hmm.
most of it that's not the case.
Yeah. There.
Dude, this one, Jay-Z, It's Hot. I can't believe this is from Jay-Z, because I have nothing but respect for Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. 38 revolve like the sun round the earth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He mixed it. He flipped
then
it.
it doesn't revolve.
I mean, it would have been better
He
if he
needs to
said,
get a new one.
Yeah. If he said the sun around me, maybe I could have taken that. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, he's defying physics and whatnot. But,
Yeah.
But sun around the earth. It's disappointing. That must have been earlier in the career.
Thing is, there's these aren't actually a very good list of them. There are
some of these are shitty.
But
it seems like they ranked that, or someone ranked that. I don't know. I wish I could sort it by like the best.
There's a song by Young Jeezy. Okay, the song actually was his first big single. It was Thug Motivation 101. Not Trap Star, before Trap Star. Soul Survivor. Thank you. Soul Survivor. He rhymes fire and try, and nobody will catch it.
Like you mean when you say rhymes it?
Like he rhymes the word fire with try, and it works.
And it works.
You know how?
How?
Because he says "city on fire," and I didn't even try.
Okay.
Like,
I have no problem with that.
That's good. That's clever.
That works.
But how little effort are you going to put into finding a better word that rhymes than just saying, "Oh, I'll fudge my pronunciation."
I'll fudge my
I
hope that's the way he said it, where he's like, "I'm gonna fudge my pronunciation."
I seriously doubt he said that. Okay, that was just me putting words into Young Jeezy's brain. He'll probably shoot me if he ever hears this. Jeezy, I have a lot of respect for your lyrics, and you are a great artist, but man, that was really lame. That's all.
There's been worse. There's been worse out there.
No, of course. B.O.B. even has a bad lyric somewhere. I don't remember what it was.
A lot of his lyrics are pretty damn good.
Yeah, no, B.O.B. is. Have you heard his new album, actually?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah. Strange Clouds, man.
Okay.
Really good. I recommend it. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman does an intro.
Whoa.
Yeah, he intros.
Say no more.
He intros the album.
Nice.
Oh yeah, man. Really, really. The quote that I had on my Facebook status. Every day, every morning when I wake up, I get this feeling that I can't wait up because time is ticking. Or whatever. That's from the intro song, and you just like, oh hey, I think I'm gonna make a funny comment on it. You didn't know where it was from, Adam Senior.
I made a comment on it.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Yeah, guys, I'm really sorry.
When did this happen? Well, I don't.
It was okay. Here we go. Whenever I wake up, I get this feeling that I can't wait up. Time is ticking, and Adam Senior, who loves to comment on my wall. So why do you wake up at noon? He. In that voice, actually.
I thought it was like a playful thing. In my mind, it was like a playful.
No, it's a brilliant lyric, and if you had listened to Strange Clouds, you would have known it.
You know what? I hope you deleted that comment.
No, it's still here. I'm holding on to that, baby.
That's your fault.
No, it's because at the bottom it says follow us at Working Title Podcast.
What?
Oh man. Yeah, and under that you put fell free to hunt for a cool topic or two. You put an extra L instead of an extra E, man.
Did I write follow us at work?
Yeah, you said fell free. Like, come on.
Okay. Depending on the time of day, you know, I'm
You
not
may
too conservative with the typos. Like
Okay.
I'm not a hawk. I'm not a scrupulous
Yeah. Okay.
spell checker.
Actually, looking at my Facebook page, this is something interesting I did on it was last Friday. I went shooting.
Okay. And nice.
Yeah, I went and shot shit. I
I've shot before. How do you feel about it?
I had never shot before in that sort of environment. I'd been skeet shooting, but I'd never. Let's see, we shot 45s. I picked out a 40 without knowing that it was a 40, and that thing has a lot of kick. It was still good though. We started 22, and then the people that we went with had an AR-15, and so we got to shoot that, and that was really cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say, don't you feel like your balls hung a little lower when you were done? Like, it's a good feeling. Like, shooting guns is fun. Like, I didn't get it until I did it.
Yeah.
I got to say, like, say what you will, like, it's fun. Like, I totally understand why people do it.
Shooting is awesome.
It's just simple fun, and, you know, there's a sportsman quality to it.
And there's a lot of skill in shooting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a lot of respect for people who can shoot a gun well.
Uh,
That was not a bad shot. I'll say it right now.
The first gun I shot was, like, a 38 snub nose.
Oh, yeah?
Destroyed my, like, I cut my, like, hand, and it was so much kick, like, I hated it.
Oh, man.
You know, and then I got to experience a couple other things, and one guy had a cool, like, little rifle.
Yeah.
And it was just much better. But
Yeah. I'm not actually a very bad shot at all, I found out.
You have an assassin in you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm a lunatic and insane. But so I went shooting, and that was I felt like a true Arizonan.
A rite of passage.
Yeah, it was a very Arizona thing to do. Shoot guns and shoot at things. I went to a shooting range. I did not shoot at Mexicans. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made that joke, but I did. Anyways,
that's a different shooting range. That's literally like a range, part of the landscape there.
Oh man, don't you love
people
those
running over it?
Don't you love those vigilantes?
The Minutemen.
The Aryan Brotherhood guys.
I don't know much about that, but I think
guard our borders.
They just like, you're welcome, America.
Yeah, and they go out and shoot Mexicans who are trying to cross the border illegally. It makes me feel so much safer at night, knowing that.
I mean, honestly, I'm not Mexican, so I feel pretty safe. But I
Fuck
don't feel safe for Mexicans.
I don't feel safe with those kind of people still existing.
You just gotta blend in.
Excuse me?
You just gotta be, you know, like if they're around you, but hey, boys, you know, I agree with everything you said, and then just get out of there. You know?
Literally,
like
senior. Have you forgotten what I look like?
Okay, this is true.
Yeah. Audience. I couldn't go to a Klan rally. Okay, with a hood off. That wouldn't fly. I would get caught, and they would do things to me.
But you don't have like a dark skin, you know.
No, that doesn't matter. I'm not white.
It would take a second. Like it would take a second.
No, it would not take a second.
You think they're pretty good? They're pretty good with their profiling.
Senior, I don't tan because I am tan. They would recognize me.
They would recognize you.
They would. I would be noticed.
They're probably the best. That's probably like one thing they'd probably be very good at.
Yeah, I feel like because you know that's something they hate. They probably got very good at centering their lives around it. Anyways,
shit turned dark.
Things got dark.
It's real though.
Yeah.
Shit's out there.
Shit got real.
Real talk, R. Kelly.
Yeah. Anyways, I went shooting and it was super fun. But yeah, there was I don't know. I was with my friend, and he has always known that he wanted to kill people for a living. So he was having a great time.
Oh, that is
Uh,
a little creepy there.
well, it's Ted French. It was the guy who was in the canoe behind me. Shout out to Ted French if you're listening to this.
You just you basically told him you basically confessed to people that he could possibly be a lunatic.
No, no, no. Ted French has always wanted to kill people for a living.
Okay.
He will say this to you. In fact, it was my Facebook status the day before.
Interesting fella.
Yeah, like I've always wanted to go into film. He's
Interesting
always
fella.
wanted to kill people. It just
I mean,
I
what's
feel
the
like
difference?
well, I mean, no, law enforcement, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Going into the army. No, he wants to grow up and be a serial killer. Senior.
Well, I immediately got contract killing. Did you say he wants to kill people for money?
No,
I thought
there
that's what I
are
heard you
lots of
say.
ways to kill people and get paid.
Well, when you say for money,
Well,
that means contract killing.
there are lots of jobs in which the job description involves killing human beings. There are a lot of jobs with that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the entire job, but there are jobs.
Right. It's in there.
Yeah, it's in the job description.
It's one of the tags. The tag would be killing.
Tag murder.
Occasional murder, but
I wanna go to like jobbing.com or something and type in keywords or tags.
murderer?
Murder.
Question mark.
No, just see what pops up. You probably get like flagged on some government site if you do that.
Yeah, I often wonder about that. I mean, the
Yeah.
fact is, they can access everything you access or have access at any point in time if they
Okay,
want to.
Watch Dogs was a video game, Senior.
I know it was.
It's not like
No, oh, what are you doubting the government capability?
no, I'm not doubting the government
There's
capability.
surveillance and
I'm just saying, Senior, you're probably not target number one.
oh, I know that, but I'm saying if they decided to.
You're probably like target 247 million.
Okay, I did that. I can handle that.
No, you're probably around 158
Million.
million.
There
I think I'm in like the 100,000, maybe
Okay.
10,000. Yeah, probably. But you're okay.
Nice.
Yeah. No,
Well,
no. You're
what
doing
puts
fine.
you in the 100,000 for the 10,000?
I don't want to talk about it.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just a weird kid.
He just has like a roller, like printing money, like just in his
No,
bedroom.
just like I'm just a weird kid. I feel like they probably have an eye on me, and they should.
All right. Honestly, I feel like they probably aren't wasting their time with you, but if you insist that you're dangerous,
I
I'll take your word for it. So.
no, I'm not insisting that I'm dangerous, but it's just I don't know, man.
Enemy number 132.
Public enemy number 1,400,672.
Sometimes I get lost in numbers. Like I think about
You are
I
an
think about
idiot,
like I'm
aren't
gonna
you?
say no. I think I have one large idiot area, and it's like mathematically
It's
related.
where you get lost in numbers. And you say stupid things like pigeoning.
I was okay. Pigeoning, brilliant. First of all, it's a fucking good idea.
Guys,
It's a good
audience
It's not a
members,
good idea, but
can you guys please do some pigeoning?
it's a good South Park episode. Pigeoning.
No, it's something that I really want to see happen.
Okay.
Somebody just shit on someone else's.
Just join
Car.
my team real fast.
just sit in a tree. Like just sit in a tree in a parking lot and wait.
Yes.
For that. Dumbass who decides to park underneath you.
I forgot my train of thought because you brought up pigeoning.
You
So-
you get lost in numbers.
Yeah.
As well as
Okay. This is what it was. I was getting so desperate avoiding college level math that I actually looked up dyscalculia folks listening to the show, you can look up dyscalculia. It's probably a motherfucker to prove, but it's also a motherfucker to disprove. So it's basically what it is it's dyslexia in math terms. And the problem with it is that it's so bad that it's literally. And I was like, you know what? I could fucking do this. I could pretend to do this. Like, fuck them. Like, they're not gonna know. This is, you know what? It'll be my little dipping my toe into acting. Let's do it right here. You know, and the problem is that dyscalculia is like someone looking at a clock or like looking at a number, and then it'll be like 678, and they'll write down the number, and it'll be like 867. I mean, it's just like incredibly severe dyslexia. Just not being able to like relate numbers or remember numbers or keep numbers in order. But it's a real thing. So.
Yeah, I don't think you have dyscalculia, Senior.
Oh, no, I don't at all. I mean, hey, I got through like pre-calculus and stuff in high school. Like I did, you know, that's slightly above average in math, by the way.
Senior, I got excited because I thought dyscalculia was like some sort of mathematical subject area.
Oh no, this is just a disorder.
Like some sort of like a field of science.
It's this
or a field of mathematics. Like, doesn't that sound like some really cool offbeat?
Yeah, it sounds like that. What do they call it? Like that radical theory or some crazy shit. Like
like metaphysics or something. Yeah, man. Dyscalculia.
But there's like a math one. There's a math term. You know, it's not like
imaginary numbers.
No, it sounds cool. Like it's kind of has like a
discrete mathematics.
No, it's something like radical math or something theory. I don't know.
Sounds like an 80s video.
It's
okay?
like radical math. It's like teaching kids and they're fucking.
Sounds like somebody like some teenager wearing really short purple shorts,
jean jacket,
on a bike and a zebra jacket is just like is telling me about how radical math is, and then everybody around him laughs because of the joke.
The background singers are like, dyscalculia. They're just like doing it in the background.
Yeah, you know, and then there's like a breakdancing session.
Yeah.
There's like a breakdancing break. Somebody does a rap to numbers.
Someone's sitting up with their leg, you know, like with the one leg up and your forearm on the knee, looking at the camera.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it's the numbers rap.
The numbers rap.
I feel like, Senior, could we make money if we made that video?
Radical math.
Yeah, radical math.
I don't know, man. It's a long shot. It's a Hail Mary for sure.
It'll be a working title special, radical math.
We organized it, wrote lyrics. We have to do our best like 90s rappers impressions.
We'll just get Will Smith on the show.
Yeah, right. I'll just call him up.
What a man. What a 90s rapper man.
He's on my recent text anyway. So.
Oh, he's on speed. I got him on speed dial, man.
That's weird. I don't know about that.
Yeah, he doesn't know who I am. Yeah.
It's a hard person to stand next to, man.
Extremely.
Kind of, you know, takes the attention right away from you.
Sometimes, though, it makes a very easy person to stand next to.
I guess if you're trying to disappear. Yeah.
No. Because then they're like, who's standing next to Will Smith?
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Right? Living vicariously through someone else can have its perks if you want to jump away from that person.
Like, oh my God, Will Smith got a slave? That's so cool.
Hey.
What? Don't you dare make that connection. You know what, Jake? I think you're racist. I think you are racist, sir.
Don't even. No.
I'm dead.
No.
That's reaching as far as I'm concerned.
That's you know what?
Like an orangutan, dude. Like an orangutan.
Don't have slaves. Though having an orangutan as a personal servant would be fucking cool.
Okay, so that's what I have to call you. Personal servant. Fun.
I don't want an orangutan slave. Because, with the connotation of slave, I would have to beat said orangutan.
No, that's not true.
And, force it into submission. My dog is not my slave. My dog is an
Okay,
idiot.
how about an orangutan butler assistant?
That's what I
Ooh,
said.
zing.
He's a butler. I want
Okay.
my orangutan to be my butler.
And the little butler, like the little the Alfred suit, like
I
the
want to be my
Batman.
chauffeur too. Actually,
That's what they need to do. They need to remake Batman with monkeys. Oh my god. Yep, right? Batman's like a silverback gorilla. Like, this is the spoof video.
radical math will sell before Gorilla Batman.
Batman. I don't know where radical math comes in. Batman teaching math?
No, the radical math video will sell before the Gorilla Batman sells.
Okay.
I mean, you already had an animal in there,
We're going deep.
the bat.
The bat.
I mean, it's like it's a gorilla that's a bat that's a man.
Honestly, I'm probably going to regret saying this because you're going to say something hurtful to me. But you saying orangutan bat, I immediately thought chupacabra. Like, is that what a chupacabra is? Is that what a chupacabra is? Like a bat, like a bat, like a bat monkey hybrid?
No, fuck. Chupa thingy?
I mean, is that not a chupacabra? What is a chupacabra supposed to be?
I don't know.
Let's go into this for a second.
I think it's isn't it like a vampiric?
Are you typing this? Are you looking for this?
Yeah, it's
Pull up
a
the Wikipedia
monster.
page.
Chupa.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
This myth that could possibly be real.
What about it, Griff? Chupa thingy. Got a ring to it. If anybody here watches Red versus Blue, you're welcome.
Pulling up chupacabras.
Yeah, it's a goat sucker.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember that, the goat sucker.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the... I don't know.
It's
There are people that
supposedly
probably look for this shit.
a heavy creature the size of a small bear, with a row of spines reaching from the neck to the base of the tail.
What does a row of spines mean?
Like something sticking out of
Multiple
its
spines?
spinal cord, like a spiny barbed, like long barbs.
Okay,
like a spiked bat.
okay,
It's one that has a bunch of nails in it.
right. Okay, so
Yeah.
continue the description.
Um. I
Were you on the Wikipedia?
no, I'm on the Wikipedia. I'm trying to.
So it's a bear-like thing, I guess. It's that big.
No, it's
I thought it was supposed to be like 3 feet or something like that.
well, it's supposed to be as big as a small bear.
Whoa. Well, I don't know what a small bear means. Like a cub?
Yeah, like a small bear.
It's not resembling that imagery though, right? It's not. They're not meaning for it to look something like a bear. It's like a thin bird-like thing, is it not? Or this bat.
I think so. I don't know. I looked up Chupacabra and it's not showing me what it's been described.
That's because no one's seen it. Because it's yeah.
Yeah, because nobody's seen it.
But I feel like if there are people that look for like Sasquatch and stuff,
Yeah.
then there are people that look for chupacabras.
Chupacabra. How? Yeah.
Because I feel like Sasquatch. I don't know. There's some interesting like theories of like what it could be if there are these like creatures we haven't found. So they just talk about how like if you go to like the Northwest wilderness and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and into Alaska, like it's just very very thick. Thick uninhabited wilderness. And it's kind of it's creepy. There's a
Honestly, man, for me, the place that we're gonna find like these crazy new creatures, and we do every single day. You just don't hear about it because it's not as exciting. Is the rainforest?
Yeah.
Because literally, that is acres of uncharted
Don't
land.
they have like tribes there that are undiscovered?
Yeah, there are uncontacted tribes. There are still tribes there that do not know that there is civilization, know nothing about the world that we live in.
That's quite a feat considering the
Yeah,
fact that it's 2012.
yeah.
I just feel like because I think they said that like Sasquatch, what it could be, they think it's like a human relative that's basically.
It's like
I
a
don't know if
Yeti.
it's yeah, but well, I don't know if it's like lesser. It's like a Neanderthal type almost, like
Yeah,
8 foot tall. But I don't know if it's like
it's a very hairy Neanderthal.
I don't know if it's like
No,
we
he and I have talked on many occasion.
right. So like
Sasquatch. I've also had a good conversation with his buddy Abominable Snowman.
okay,
They're both they're not very not very good conversationalists, but once you talk to them enough, they begin to warm up to you, and you can really get going with them. Anyways, they're descendants of like the whole Neanderthals, that whole thing, and but they're really hairy.
okay. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was like 2 minutes of just go fuck yourself, Adam. That's seriously like I was just like pondering the thought, of like human relative species that's evolved separately from us.
No, that is what they're supposed to be. You are right there, senior.
And that I don't know. It's a like can you imagine? And apparently like the brain would be bigger and just if it's us and them in the forest, like we're fucked. Like they're the best hunters. Like that's it. You know what I mean? Because that's all they got. Like you can't outthink one. You know what I mean? Like you won't out survive.
Yeah, except we have like guns and stuff.
Oh, if you have guns, but if they just drop your ass in there, Jake, and you have your hands, and that's it, and your mouth, and your feet.
Well, I mean, I would make traps.
Yeah. Okay.
What else are you supposed to do?
I'll take your word for it that you'll make traps and you'll defeat a fucking Yeti.
No, I'm not going to
try to jump 20 feet at a time or something like that.
I'm not going to try to defeat a Yeti. Why would I want to eat a Yeti? Why would I try to like out hunt this thing that is supposed to be related to me? Oh, why is a Yeti hunting me?
Because it's like lesser than human. It's like more animal than human.
That cock-sucking son of a bitch. And we had such a great discussion over coffee.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, what would you like to talk about?
No, I'm just saying, like isn't it like animals are just as afraid of humans, like if not more so, than like that California Valley girl who gets dumped into the middle of the wilderness?
Well,
a bear is supposedly just as afraid of you as you are of it.
I suppose.
And that's its natural reaction. Right. Is not flight but fight.
Right, or I guess it's the whole thing is, are you willing to try to genuinely intimidate this bear, or are you going to run? And if you run, then it's assuming it can take you.
Yeah. That's why you stare each other down.
Because I was thinking that on some level, I can't believe that a animal that's really physically imposing to you as a human doesn't recognize that on some level. Has to recognize the size difference. You know what I mean?
No, it does. They do, but at the same time, it's just like this new foreign.
They don't know what the fuck it is, right?
Yeah, and all the humans before it have like killed their uncle, killed their dad, killed their brother, killed their mom, killed their kid, killed their uncle, killed their best friend, took their bike. It's a performing bear, okay? Right. Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? Like, it's humans, we look really weird, man.
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
Like if you put us next to...
Just the fact that we walk on two legs.
We walk on two legs and we're hairless.
Yeah.
We're furless.
We're relatively hairless.
Yeah. Like, we don't fit.
Yeah.
Like, for a bear or something, it's like, that shit don't even go together.
That's true.
I don't know why he's wearing yellow shirt with a yellow pair of pants. He looks like an ass. But, yeah, man. But, like, the whole thing is, like, don't get between a mother and her cubs.
Right.
Well, that's because the mother is scared of you killing her cubs.
Right. I heard that it's like a type of monkey or ape or something like that, and what it does is it will take like a baby like hostage, and I think I saw this on like National Geographic or something, and it puts its head in its mouth, and it has these
What the
like
fuck?
atrocious like fangs, and it literally like holds it hostage to like a mother to get something like whatever I don't remember the situation is. They have like
What the?
domestic disputes. It's kind of fucking weird. Like it's crazy.
The monkeys and the
Yeah.
mothers have domestic disputes,
And if things go
and
the
they
wrong way, it just bites down and crushes the brain of the baby.
ah,
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my god, like
you killed the baby.
they behave so human like in certain ways, and then it's like that's like as animals you fucking get, you know, like
Well,
just
I mean-
biting a baby skull, crushing it, you know, like it's a like a walnut or something.
I don't know.
Yes.
Taking a hostage is a very human thing to do, though.
Yeah, it is.
I've never heard of an animal doing that before. That's
I
what
don't
caught me
remember the
off guard.
context of it, but I remember it ends with the head in its mouth, you know, and an ultimatum, you know.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but I know it ended with a dead baby and a crushed skull.
Yeah. Or you know, they would resolve it somehow. I don't know.
they would take it to court.
I don't know.
It was resolved.
They have monkey
peacefully.
court.
They brought in the gorilla, which was he was a hostage negotiator.
Yeah,
You know,
monkey court would be
he'd been trained by the LAPD for monkey to mother interaction.
I would almost like to see monkey court because I feel like it just deteriorates to throwing shit and just like and just like craziness.
Oh man. Actually, speaking of monkeys doing very human things, like monkeys in the situation of humans, there's a quote. I said one. It's hang on.
Well, while Jake is typing,
Typing. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The infinite monkey theorem and its associated imagery. So,
interesting.
yeah, given enough time, a hypothetical chimpanzee typing at random would, as part of its output, almost surely produce one of Shakespeare's plays.
Repeat that, please.
Given enough time, a hypothetical chimpanzee typing at random would, as part of its output, almost surely produce one of Shakespeare's plays.
That seems a little too just ambiguous and overreaching to me. Like theoretically, in an infinite amount of time,
Yeah.
write some combination of letters to make
Yeah.
those words in that order.
Yeah.
That just seems so.
Now,
far
but
off.
this is the one of the great things of that is it's now thanks to the invention of the internet, we know this to be untrue.
What to be untrue?
Well, that's-
The chimpanzee myth.
The a million monkeys banging on keyboards would eventually reproduce the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah. So you tricked me.
Well, I mean that was
Very
that
good.
was the beginning of. You got me.
Sorry.
No, that was yeah. I always thought that was an interesting quote. Clever.
Dude, how sweet would it be to just be able to, like, first of all, you walk around in a cool ass trench coat, and then when you get really angry at someone, you just, like, get in a wide stance and you just pull out a Tommy gun, you know?
What?
Yeah, I went Prohibition era.
I mean, American gangsters and that sort of, mob wars or whatever, like that's a good topic, but I don't know where it came from.
I think I in my head it was like you got me, see, and it was like a shitty like 30s.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just planted that seed and it grew
It
magically,
grew very
organically.
quickly.
Yeah, it's a chia pet of an idea.
It's a chia pet of it.
They have like the Obama chia pet.
Yeah.
I can't believe like people have like defiled shit, like representing like our current president. Or whatever. I can't believe people haven't done that to like the Chia Pets. You know what I mean? Like,
What?
look at this haircut. You know, look at what I did.
To the Chia Pet?
Represent like they have Barack Obama Chia Pets,
I know they have an Obama Chia Pet.
right?
It's
So like these angry
hilarious.
people will like
We'll
post a
cut.
video of a like marred Chia Pet.
This is what I think of Barack Obama. Stab like a knife into the Chia Pet.
Oh, do you remember when people did that with like Xboxes and PS3s? Like they would just buy them and
Oh yeah,
fuck them
smash
up
my
on camera?
PS3.
I
Like
remember.
people were like crying.
Jesus, I remember doing that. I remember not doing that. Like seeing that,
You ass.
seeing that done. I couldn't afford that.
Neither
Just buy,
can I.
I could, buying the one console was an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, people would chainsaw it, or they would just destroy the box with the console in it.
Yeah, that made me cry.
That's an interesting mentality. Like you just already hate this thing so much.
Or just, I mean, you just want to fuck with people so much.
It's
That you're
literally
willing to
just for the satisfaction of just upsetting that group of people.
Yeah,
I see that.
fucking trolls. Yeah.
I heard that. Okay, you have something to say?
No, I don't. I
No,
don't
you
have
don't.
anything to say.
I heard
I
that.
haven't had anything to say this entire
Well,
time.
fucking get to it, bitch. Make up. Make up for the first hour and a half.
No.
Oh, I heard that the next generation of like the PS4 and the next Xbox, it's not even going to be that much of an improvement, which kind of started pissing me off. Like I was just reading this article, and I guess a certain amount of it is speculation at this point. But it's going to be more about home theater and kind of like an Apple TV, like that type of thing, like Netflix and like an entertainment hub and streaming and music and all that stuff. More focused on that as an overall media hub than an actual gaming platform, which kind of pisses me off. Because like I don't make it a choice between like just console or PC in terms of if you really want to game PC, because I can't really do that.
No, yeah.
PC to me is unreliable and it requires like hardware and all this shit.
See,
A console
yeah,
just works,
but I mean, like a console. Well, I already use it for Netflix and all that.
Yeah.
My PS3 is my Blu-ray player.
It's just upset that they said it's not going to be a big leap, even though it's been 7 years.
Yeah.
Like it's not really going to be a huge improvement on the gaming aspect of it.
Mm.
And part of the thing was like, oh, the new Xbox will have a Blu-ray player. It's like, oh, it only took fucking 8 years. Like that's but I mean, it seemed like there were more processors. Like I don't know what's in the current stuff, but aren't the current consoles not all that powerful, especially at this stage in the game, like 2012.
The PS3 is still pretty powerful, or it was the most advanced.
But it doesn't have like 4, sets of graphics cards or whatever it is.
No,
Like there was
it
some
doesn't.
there was some kind of provocative specs there, if I could say that. But I don't know. It's gonna be kind of a bummer if it's just like it's a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, okay. So there's a. Have you seen this? Okay. There's a Square Enix trailer of like next gen gaming technology, like just what it would look like. If you go to YouTube and type in Square next gen footage E3, and it should pop up. It has some sort of name. I don't know what it is, but just I showed it to my dad. It was so freaking cool. My dad doesn't even like video games, and he's like, "Holy crap!"
Wow.
And it's cinematic, but it's using the game engine that would be on the next generation console. And it like the opening shot looks like the opening shot of a movie. Like it looks live action.
Mm.
And the entire thing, it's
And
terrifying.
what would I search on YouTube again?
You would be searching working title. Sorry.
After workingtitlepodcast.com.
You would be searching E3 or no next gen Square footage E3.
Okay. So I will look that up at a later time and watch this thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it looks the whole like it. It's not a game. It's not a story. It's just something that they put together to see, to show people how cool it would look, like the graphics.
Yeah.
But then they also like sort of put up a survey, like, were you interested in this concept of a story at all?
Mm.
But really, just look at it for the pretty picture, because it's a really pretty picture.
Right. Yeah. But I almost feel like maybe it's just me, but it seemed like the leap between PS1 and PS2, and even I think Xbox was a little bit better than PS2, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Xbox. It
One,
did come
the
out
first
after the PS2.
Right. Like there was PS1, PS2, Xbox. Like the leap between that and between like moving from like a Nintendo to an Xbox. Like I think what it was for me, it was Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. It
Was
was
that the order?
huge. It was just even between Nintendo and PlayStation, it was a pretty big leap in just graphics and all that.
Yeah.
But then onto Xbox, it was like Halo, like it blew people away. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's like a kind of
There was like
a
that whole thing
narrowing
about
margin or
how you
something?
could, if you looked reflected off of Master Chief's glass helmet, you could count the blades of grass or something.
right. I mean, it was. I just wonder if that gap is closing of progress, but isn't it supposed to be like exponential?
Well, I mean, okay, go back and look at a clip of Halo 1.
Right, and now it's like okay.
Yeah. It just, the graphics now these days are incredible compared to what it was.
I guess I'm wondering if from generation to generation, if the
Yeah, I don't know I mean, there's also that whole concept of like the too realistic kind of thing. The reason why the Polar Express tanked was because the animated characters just looked too realistic and it creeped people out.
yeah.
But I think that is one of those barriers that will cross soon with video games. Yeah.
It's interesting to see. Like, I guess 3D is going to be a big. Like, it seems like they're pushing that, but I'm not really down. I'm not really into it,
Well, yeah, no, 3D.
especially
right
with
now.
video games. Like, they
Yeah.
claim to support it and all that, but it's like nobody has a 3D TV really.
No. Okay, though I will say a 3D shooter, that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, but I wonder is that going to just tax the hell out of your eyes at the same time?
You're wearing glasses.
I don't know. Does that
That's
make
supposed
it better?
I mean,
Is that
aren't
mitigating
glasses
it?
supposed to help your eyes?
I have no idea. I thought it just allowed you. I thought it just allowed you to see it.
Yeah, I know, but glasses are supposed to help your eyes
Prescription
see
glasses.
better. Well, it's prescription 3D, right?
Yeah.
They're not lying to me, are they? They're glasses.
I strongly disagree, but
This is the stupidest shit we've talked about this
Yeah.
entire.
it is. I mean, I always tell you, like, hey, Jake, grab a couple topics, man.
I do grab a couple. I had the video games and porn thing.
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was a big
That was
one.
good. Yeah, but we're missing the third wheel here.
Yeah, we are. I mean, hopefully it wasn't too much slower.
No, it's just not the same, Senior.
But
I just gotta say,
he'll be back. He'll be
I
back.
I don't know. I don't think you understand how much.
He's just like tapping the side of the computer screen. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
You'll live. You'll live. Oh man! You see what you did to us, Mitch?
Yeah,
You see what?
he'll be back.
Yeah, I know he'll be back. He better be back. I'm gonna cry if he's not.
Just get his legs broken.
You and your
I know a
American
guy.
gangster. Though, Senior, I
love
will
it.
say, I can easily see you as a mafia boss.
Really?
I can easily see you in a pinstripe suit and like
Nice.
the handkerchief, the red handkerchief,
I'm taking that as a compliment.
and smoking a cigar with a fedora, like behind this very large desk, mahogany desk, like in a high back chair,
I need to work on the voice, the
Tell
mob
people-
voice.
telling people what the fuck to do.
This is why you're gonna kill this guy.
This
Go
is what
after
you're gonna do. You're gonna knock this guy.
Yeah, I gotta get the accent.
And I
gotta
want
get
you
that
to
going.
ask him a couple questions before you
Kill this fucking guy right here.
yeah. You see him? I want him gone.
You know what seems to be like the hardest is like Irish like accent. Like to
Irish.
me, like I learned how to do like diddy diddy Mick. You diddy diddy like kind of, right? Like far off in the distance. Otherwise I have no idea how to do like Irish or anything like that.
Back in high school, when I was a theater kid, still sort of am a theater kid, but occasionally in theater class I would do performances for scenes, and I can't act. But I did sort of learn how to do an accent. These days I don't have it at all. But when I did have
It's got to be
some
like a
sort of
practice thing, right?
yeah, no, yeah, and you'll lose it. But my accent, it would fluctuate between regions of England.
Okay.
So like I would be Welsh at the beginning of the sentence, and then I would be Irish midway through,
Ooh,
and
okay, I
then
see that.
towards the
I
end of the
understand.
sentence, towards the end of the monologue, I would be Scottish, and then they would say their line, and then they'd come back to me, and suddenly I'd be Cockney, um, and I would just move throughout the variations of British accents in the United Kingdom, and I wasn't trying. I was trying to be persistent,
Right.
consistent, not persistent,
You know,
consistent.
I feel like that's got to be just a result of you kind of
Sucking.
just grabbing up. Okay, a little bit of suck in there. But kind of you just like grabbing like bits of it from like what you've heard and like you're trying
Yeah.
to mimic it, and I feel like that's what you're doing. And I feel like on some level, and I'm not
That's
trying to insult anyone, but it must be the perspective of you're kind of generalizing like English, and you're kind of there's some overlap and blending because we're
yeah.
a little ignorant to it. Like we're not,
Yeah.
So I
No,
think
we
that
are.
must be a part of it.
That's a very good point and a very good idea.
I'm
That,
glad I
that
got one this
no,
time.
yeah, that was good. I was imitating the sections of the language and the words that I hear, and for instance, I didn't hear the word emphasize in a Welsh accent.
Like it's got to be something where you're like playing a tape and like a tape of dialogue over, and you stop, you repeat the line, play it again, repeat the line, you try to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just the whole repeating what I've heard through accents, that made sense.
It's got to be what your brain's doing, right? Just like
Yeah, it's just
grabbing
my
files,
brain. My
essentially.
brain is already messed up, so screw it.
I heard that.
I heard. I heard that. It was a good joke, Jake.
Are you yawning?
No.
Okay, because it just sounded like a super offensive
Oh
impression.
no. No, I'm.
There was an undertone of mice and men,
Oh
under there.
yeah. That was. I don't know. That was semi-intentional. Not fully intentional.
Stupid people come in all shapes and sizes.
What?
I don't know. That's the moral of today's
Is the moral of working title
of this
today?
one.
What is it? What is our other show?
What are you referring to?
Retards or what is it?
After hours?
No. Well, there was that, but we came up with an idea for another podcast.
Oh,
Bunch of
tards.
tards. Bunch
Yeah.
of tards.
A little bit more controversial than what we're doing, or at least my version of it was. I think
Yeah, no, that's we're not. We shouldn't do that.
my version was just like, yeah, very cruel,
And
misguided.
yes,
Mitch was referring to us. I was referring to actual handicapped
yes. I
individuals.
preferred Mitch's version.
Well, you make mistakes.
Yeah,
It all comes from
okay.
a place of love, even if it doesn't make sense.
because senior, deep down, you just love everybody.
Yeah, deep down. Deep down. James Cameron in a submarine.
That was good. That was a good one. I see what you did there.
I'm trying.
That was clever.
Speaking of submarines.
Oh no,
No, but seriously.
no.
I don't know. I don't know how you feel about when I took physics in high school. It kind of blew me away. Like I genuinely loved the class. Like because my teacher was the type of teacher you could ask him like, why do raindrops, whatever your question is, and he'll give you an answer. Like a logical reason for it, and I love that aspect of the class. but just learning about kind of the properties of physics and all that. And
You know what? I never took physics.
oh well, if you haven't, well, I would not say take it in college because who the fuck knows what that's going to be like. I would never recommend that. But I don't know. Watch a YouTube
No,
video. Or something.
I took AP chemistry and I took AP biology
Right.
instead.
Oh, it's
So that was interesting.
but there was a moment where pressure or this or that, and it was just the idea of at the bottom of the ocean, the amount of pressure from all the water, and just visualizing that, and kind of the concept of literally the weight of the waters crushing you.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, it's also
it's
like
amazing to
that
think
was
about that.
that was cool. And then there was the article that we talked about yesterday, or not yesterday, last week, with the refrigerator meteors.
Right, and the space debris.
Yeah, space
Also
debris.
incredible. Like I had trouble believing that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's that if you theoretically like teleported something like hollow inside that had a certain pressure
Mm-hmm.
right to the bottom of the ocean, it would just like crumble. You know, like it was
Yeah.
just being crushed.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's amazing, and that's just kind of one of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's humbling.
Yeah. No, it's like it's
Physics fucks you over. Mother Nature fucks you over. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
don't
There
stand a
was a
chance.
math teacher of mine who was married to a physics professor. And she said, I was really into physics and I would listen to my husband up until the moment that he said the ground was pushing back up at you. And then at that point I just gave up.
I see. That was to me. I love that. Like I sunk my teeth into that. Honestly, like that was so intriguing. Like I was like, oh my god.
The ground is pushing back.
What made sense to me was I just realized I looked at it in the sense of like positive and negative and just canceling out
Yeah, no,
because you're both pushing back with equal force.
You're definitely
Maybe
right.
I just had
yeah.
a good teacher. Like I don't know.
No, it makes a lot of sense, of
Like, the
course.
idea
If you really think about it, but just on the surface,
Yeah,
like
on
the
the surface,
shallowest
it's
concept
crazy
of that
shit.
a thought.
Yeah. The whole like, you drop an elephant and a paperclip off a building. That thing.
They're
What
gonna
hits the
fall at
ground
the same
first?
time.
Yeah, that's
Hit the
something
ground.
it's hard to wrap your head around. But in terms of your hand goes through a wall when you exert more pressure on that wall than it exerts on your hand, meaning you break the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it's just, I like that. I liked physics to me. I think I love the kind of the practical aspects of it. Like this
You
is
were
actually
learning. It's like learning the rules of the universe.
yeah, it's explaining the world around you as opposed
Yeah.
to like highly theoretical. Like you can talk to me about like magnesium and sulfur or whatever, and it's really abstract. For me, like I don't deal with chemicals. I'm not playing with molecules and
Mhm.
and actually seeing these things.
Yes, I liked that because I liked chemicals and molecules and atoms because I was learning about the building blocks of the universe.
Interesting. So it's just like different minds, I guess. Different.
Yeah. I wanted to learn about like what it really came down to, like the materials. Whereas, you want to learn about the rules.
Yeah, like why it works.
Yeah, why this does that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting into the whole, and there was so much about time travel and the idea that if you can move fast enough, time becomes irrelevant, and it just blows you away because it's highly theoretical. And how do you get a human body to withstand whatever speed moves faster than time? I think it was something where the speed faster than light is associated with time somehow.
Yeah,
Like just
something like that.
in that
if you
region of
cannot move faster than the speed of
uber
light
fastness.
or something, I don't know.
or like if you can attain that level, you're entering like the point
You
where
go back in time.
like or something where it just time is only significant to us because like we die. You know what I mean? Like, but time in the universe has really no significance at all.
Time and
Yeah.
space.
We need Morgan Freeman in here, dude. I'm really I'm looking for a reason to pull the trigger on that soundboard. It's like a $50 program. It's not like a $300 thing. Like a
Hey,
keyboard.
audience, should we do it? Should we get a $50
I
soundboard?
think it might be coming soon because
I
and you
think-
know what's really cool about it, Jake? Is
What?
it basically is just like a grid of as many squares as you want, and these squares become virtual buttons that you just click on with a mouse. But you choose whatever you want the buttons to be. You
I'm
put
really sorry, Senior.
any MP3
Right now,
file.
I'm just imagining you like with this biggest, like the big stupid grid on your
When I
face,
get it, I'm just going to
clicking
spend 12
buttons
hours
like,
straight. Yeah. It's going to sound like a fucking, I don't even know, like a toy factory or something. Just
yeah,
going on and
just
on.
you in the background.
No, I mean, you got to use it appropriately, but
but I think that would be great.
it's a little tool. And then the idea that any MP3 file you choose, you can put it there, and that becomes your sound effect. You just have to get it.
I have the bleep button.
Oh, okay. Well,
This
has like.
So, but if we use the
400
bleep button, we'd be using it all the time.
I don't think so. Oh, well, we're not going to bleep out our cuss words, obviously, but
Exactly. But I mean, if we were to do that, I honestly,
you or me being, or you or I being a, you or I? You or Jake, you or I, or you or me?
or what's the sentence?
Is it you or I, or you or me?
I don't know what you need the rest of the sentence.
Well, at this point, I forgot what I was going to say, so I don't even remember.
Okay, so this is our bleep button.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could. Oh, Senior, you don't have an iPhone, right?
No, Droid.
Yeah. Well, you probably find this app on it. Supposedly there are other.
That was a horrible bleep button, too.
What,
That
this?
sucked.
Well, you.
It didn't really sound. That's better. In context,
Yeah.
it works better.
Yeah. You son of a. Okay, I'm totally done with that.
Okay.
I got like 2 minutes of entertainment.
Well,
Maybe we shouldn't get a soundboard.
I don't know if it's tasteful. I'm thinking, down the road, it's a looming thought in my head.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a soundboard is like AM, FM radio station kind of thing.
why not, man? It's been
That's
done.
true.
I think people
That's
do
true. They.
It's not something you can't be obnoxious with it, but I think if used correctly, it's like it's like a ninja strike, just perfection.
Sneak attack,
Yeah.
dude. That's the term I'm using these days. I really enjoy it.
Like someone says something and then you play a clip of Sam Jackson being like, "You motherfucker," like you just gotta time those. That's the question is getting the sound bites,
Yeah.
and then choosing. But it could be a fun little thing.
No, definitely.
What's nice is that I do have this, a little bit more time in the summer, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm passionate about the podcast and all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just sneak attack it every once in a while.
Sneak attack it, but you guys, you folks listening out there, you should follow us on Twitter at Working Title Pod. We got a Facebook page too. I don't know, what is the address? Just facebook.com/Working Title Podcast. Is that the way it works?
I don't know. Facebook.
You can just search Working Title Podcast in Facebook. You ignore the Zelda. Ignore the Zelda
page.
one that comes up.
What?
Zelda has a Facebook page too.
Oh, they do?
Those motherfuckers.
Those motherfuckers.
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like us on there. But Twitter, hit us up with some
topics. Follow us on Twitter, because I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see some topics, because you got to realize, we actually will get back to you. Because at this stage, it's not like we have 500,000 people downloading our shit. Like some shows, you actually kind of have this access that other people wouldn't, because there's so many other people. So right now, it's kind of like an intimate experience. More intimate, relatively.
So we are here for you.
Yeah.
All 7 of you.
No.
No.
That was lowballing like a mother.
Oh, wow.
But
yeah, you are definitely not getting a soundboard, Senior.
Why not?
I could already tell you're going to use it too much.
Really?
No, I think we can do it.
Anyway, so that was that. That was all I had to say about that. Oh,
yeah, no, but definitely. Check us out, follow us, let us know what we're doing, how we're doing, what we should do more, what we should definitely do, what we do less.
That you want us to talk about.
Yeah, send us something to talk about. Otherwise, you're going to get me and Senior just doing this.
And hopefully Mitch.
And Mitch. Well, Mitch will come back.
Mitch will come back. Yeah, I gotta stop
Like,
saying. It's
why
a
are
joke.
we? Mitch is not gone. He's on vacation.
Yeah. Just an
He's just on vacation.
He's on an inconsiderate vacation.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Speaking of Twitter, I frequently, like, when I speak about Twitter with people, I want to say, like, instead of, like, oh, I tweeted that, I'm going to be like, oh, I twatted it.
No.
But that's, like,
You
my
Twittered
instinctive past tense is like, oh, yeah, I totally twatted that person.
No. What'd you do, like, Twittered?
Twitter.
I Twittered
tweeted.
that.
I tweeted. But tweet is just like, tweet. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't
It's not
like
a masculine
tweets.
thing.
Like, I Twittered that. I'll Twitter this.
I'm wondering if the twatted could get to, twatted could catch on.
I'm a Twitter.
You know what? Hashtag twatted on our Twitter page. Let's do it up.
No.
Hey man, it's a free country. It's a free.
And this is a group page.
I was gonna say it's a free world, but it's really not true. It's really not true.
Yeah,
Just in
man.
certain sections, which is unfortunate. But at least you all have this podcast to listen to in the tough times, out in the pouring
in the
rain.
dark realms of the oppressed regions of the world. You have our podcast.
You got the podcast to listen to.
I would be so sad if like our podcast was the only thing that reached like this child labor prison somewhere in the gulag of Russia.
Well,
Like if if
better
they
than nothing,
if
Jake.
that was all that they
Better than
got
nothing.
was us once a week for 2 hours.
what if we were just like, donate to the show and funds will go to child labor camps in Russia? Like, we just like lied. We were just like,
No, we can't lie to our
Hungarian
audience.
labor camps.
We can't lie to the people,
It was
even if there are only like 20 of them.
It was just a funny what if.
I know. I would actually go for it if
Yeah.
if we gave back to the starving children in the gulag of Russia.
Starving gulag.
Starving
Isn't
gulag.
gulag a soup? Come on.
No,
Don't fuck with me.
no.
Don't fuck with me.
Holy shit, Senior. The gulag is a Russian prison.
But there is something that sounds very
Goulash?
similar. That's yep. What is goulash? Explain it. Explain it.
You look it up, man.
Goulash. We got some time left. Stick around, folks. You don't want to leave for this. I just don't know how to spell goulash. I spelled it like a ghost, like a ghoul. It's a soup or stew of meat, noodles, and vegetables. That's okay. I knew it was a stew.
Gulag
It's one of
was
those
the government
things-
agency that administered the main Soviet forced labor camp system.
Okay, well, you looked up something else.
That's the gulag.
But it's one of those names that sounds like what it is. I like that. I appreciate that on many levels.
The
You know,
what?
like when you could figure a word out just by hearing it. You know what it means.
Oh,
Much like goulash.
goo.
So-
Is this goo?
I like it. No, it's stew. Goulash. It sounds like someone just sloshed it up with their face.
That made no sense whatsoever. Dude, that was worse than the cycle looks like a cycle joke I made earlier.
Entertainment value. Oh, well, at least you didn't compare this statement to a worse statement that I've made in the past. So I appreciate that.
It's okay.
But yeah, and you know what? Go on Zune, go on iTunes, Ritter Show. Seriously, I'm being serious now. Mafia Don. I'm in a Mafia Don mode. 5 stars on iTunes. Write something nice and get money.
And love me.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Hit up
Yeah.
the show. Become a friend
Yeah.
of the show. You can become. Well, I mean, you're all friends now already, but you can become like special. Like, no, I don't want to say special friends. Special friends. Special friends
Senior,
implies a little molestation.
you are just
I think.
losing right now.
Okay.
You can't come back.
Okay, well, maybe you should wrap this up then, Jake.
All right.
Bail
Well,
me
this
out.
has been a working title production. Adam Senior, Jake Villadolid. Mitch Young is not with us, but he will be with us in the very near future, either this upcoming episode or the episode after that. Stay tuned for more awesomeness, and we will see you next time.
Next week, new episode.